I know, Rock. It was
Dang,
just
right.
summer the other day. It's winter for sure now.
All of a sudden it's
Merry
winter
Christmas, Ken
time, huh?
folks.
Anyways, Ken
I was
folks, it's
over
been
here a
about
couple
3
days
days.
ago before it rained
It's
and
been
blew
raining
this out and
nonstop.
covered it with
I'm glad
plastic.
I cleaned out this
It just
gravel and
blew it and
covered it up
washed it
with
all back
plastic.
in there for me. Oh, the irony of it. Anyways,
What's up, Ken folks? Welcome back to part 2 of saddle notching these logs and trying to make flat spots on them. Anyways, it's probably been about a week. And that SD card ran out, so I ain't got no choice but to make a 2-part series out of it. All that being said, I mowed this field and I had a birthday party and burnt that bonfire and cooked some steaks on the fire. I'm a year older now. Been at this a whole year already. I'm too old to tell y'all how old I am. 41. That's all you get. All that being said, let's see if I can roll this over. And the easiest way I found, instead of carbon dioxide poison, that's right. Same old stuff, different logs. Oh, right. I know, stupid old daddy, always working, not playing with rats. Always working, not playing with the rat. Alright. All right now, son. Distractions. What? Yeah, people update on the pond. Y'all want to see that? Heck with that. I ain't going over there right now. Supposed to be notching these logs, Rock. You done distracted me. Anyways, all that being said, instead of using the chainsaw, just take your carpenter's pencil, scribe the side you're trying to take off. See, that looks pretty decent. It's hard to control this big old chainsaw. See, I got marks on there already. Just take your carpenter's pencil and scribe it, and slowly but surely you'll get it down on there. All that being said, I just got this on here so the sun don't make my crack even bigger. All that being said, it does look like you got more land once you mow all that stuff down. Sorry, honeybees. Tired of walking through there and getting sticker briared. Need to make a hobo camp over there. Come over here 3 or 4 times a week and stay the night. Might get something more done that way. We might do that next week. All that being said, I need to shut up. Get this thing flipped over. Well, all that being said, I already got that one marked out. This one looks like it'll go down on this side once this one does right. If not, we'll have to notch it some more. It's probably the 3rd time I've had to roll it over and notch it again. Take a little bit off, whatever. 2 cockroaches under there already. They won't be after I slather that thing with motor oil. Something like that. Legs on legs. Little tripod. Man, that's some big notches. Take forever. The other ones will be half of that, so it probably won't be as bad. I was just thinking about 8 foot high trying to cut with this big old chainsaw. I need to get me a electric chainsaw or something. Still ain't down far enough. Maybe if I move it a little. Ain't nobody got time for this. That's pretty good. I might have to do it one more time over there. Get a little closer. Looking pretty good though, but it needs to come down some more. Y'all get the idea. Over and over again. Boring. I'll show y'all the next step. In other words, see y'all tomorrow. Here we go, kin folks. About 4 days later. Just stopped raining about an hour ago. All of a sudden this winter, huh? Right. Got my long breeches on. About 49 degrees after it stopped raining. I'm glad I come over here and blew all this gravel out and covered it up with plastic so I could blow it off and fill it back up. Oh well, all that being said, I'm gonna try to get something done today. Take this level and see where my floor joists are gonna fall at, and then we're gonna mill a flat side, or at least take some bumps off so the sill for the floor joists will sit flat. Yeah, it's a little crooked. It ain't gotta be perfect, just something other than bumps and round log. Hey boy, like that mowed grass. I didn't like doing it. The damn belt popped off one day. I fixed that, burned my dang wrist. And then it ran out of gas. I had to walk back to the wood lot over there and get some gas. It's all like I was saying, for this camera shut off. Dang, this stuff takes too long. Don't believe them little 15-second clips. It didn't take them no time. He had that thing notched, milled on the sides. No, this is reality here, folks. It took me about an hour and a half to notch it. And then it won't stop raining. And I ain't gonna stand out here in the rain like a dumbass with a chainsaw. All that being said, need to at least get a mark on this. See where it's gonna fall. It's gonna be double 2x4s on 2-foot centers. All that being said, I need to get my old stick and level, see where it's gonna lay right there. Flooding earlier. It sure was coming to flood earlier. That's why I got my high rises on. You don't want to come in close and see what I'm talking about? Yeah, right there. Make a mark, level across from there. That'll give me a good idea where. Sorry, it's a little nippy. Anyways, there's a mark right there. Just leveled across even with that. And same in the middle. Mark one right here. And that'll give us an idea where the rim joist is going to sit. This will basically, yeah, be on that block. Should be. Come on, little buddy. Yeah. It won't be too bad. Some kind of fungus growing from having this wood sitting on there. Hope we don't do that in between the saddle notches. That's right, because that's treated wood, actually. Anyways, need to do this side. And then I guess we'll work on covering the gravel back up so I don't fill it full of sawdust. I can blow that out again. But that sawdust will wash down in there and then it ain't draining. Anyways, all that being said, we'll have to take off a good bit off that log. I don't know why it's autofocused, and I turned it off just to get that to sit flat. Probably just sit it on the blocks and turn this block sideways and let it sit on it on the middle. I don't know. I guess I need to get this material staked back down. Quit talking, quit worried about why is it zooming in on my crusty finger. Look at that. Ouch. Bobo right there, something. It hurts. No, it don't hurt. It did when it happened. Shut up and get to work. I ain't got no more landscaping staples, but I got some nails. Right. We'll run it off or something, boy. You digging holes for me to trip in? Y'all get the idea. Let me get this patchwork back together. I'll get y'all back on. There we go, kin folks. Now maybe the gravel won't get filled with sawdust and wood chunks. My camera does not like the cold. I need to cover this back up too. All that being said, darkness is coming. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll get us a string line and get these nodules cut off. Need to get some polystyrene foam to put in the notches. I was thinking about just chinking it when you got the cabin up, but how do you get to the bottom side of the notch? I don't want any bugs to get in there. All that being said, tomorrow, right. What you think about that? Grass being mowed, boy. I know that's right. Seems like you got more land when it ain't all bushes, is it? Look at the pretty color changing. Got yellow leaves over there. Got some red over here on this sweet gum. And it's getting dark earlier and earlier. All that being said, a little bit of day goes a long way. You can start getting over here a little earlier, but it's hard to do nowadays. All that being said, I need to try to get a flat spot for our 2x4 ledger to go on both of these logs, and then get it squared up in the middle best you can, and get them sealed with motor oil, get some foam and lag them down. Get ready for the next two. Looks like my tires are flat over there. I have to get an air pump and bring it over here. All that being said, shut up, get to work. That's all that boy does is talk nowadays. I can't help it, boss. I'm getting old, tired. Something about this weather nowadays. Well, all that blabbermouth being said, I was going to roll them over and make level marks, but I think if I just stand there square, just need a flat spot instead of a round spot, if you know what I mean. Just stand there with the saw and go knock the nodules off. Bumpy log. All that being said, let's get the old gar warner fired up. Take off all the knots. Wish there wasn't so many knots down there. Oh well. I'll do this side. Yeah, I moved them center blocks back a good ways. I hit them last ones over there. I didn't have them moved in far enough. Chainsaw is too big. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, chainsaw's too big. Seems alright. Dang, it's getting dark quick. I need to get some of this dust up so in case it rains, it don't wash it into the gravel bed. And then we'll come over here tomorrow and I got a little hand planer and we'll clean this up over here. Maybe a chisel too. I thought this one was the more bumpier. It's just a little crooked. Oh well, I guess that's an ugly corner. dumping it in. All right, kinfolks, that's all we're going to get today. Sun's about gone.
About all you're going to get out of me this week.
I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll see what we can get accomplished in 3 or 4 hours.
Till next time, kinfolks. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Slowly but surely, right?
LT out. Next week, we'll try to get the nodules off this other log. Oh, festering nodules.